Hey guys, October has been a busy month for us so far. Therefore, I'm a little later than usual bringing y'all the monthly market update for September 2024. But no worries, I pulled the numbers at the beginning of the month as I always do, and I have broken them down for you here. So stay tuned to find out if the trends of lower interest rates and increased days on markets haven't continued. And what about home values? Have y'all seen the news headlines lately? I didn't forget about that either. So here's the number and let's dive in. Months of supply for our area ranges from 2.2 months to 2.9 months. Months of supply is how long it would take all the houses currently on the market to sell. This is an important number because it can tell us if we're still in a seller's market or a buyer's market. A balanced market occurs when the months of supply value is between 4 and 6 months. So while we are still well below 4 months, the trend of this number slowly ticking up is continuing. It has increased between a half a month to around a full month over the last 6 months or so. The real life application of this in the market has been that buyers know that it's not the same seller's market that it was a few years ago. And as a result, they've been a little pickier with their expectations and not so generous with their offers. Buyers are looking for homes that are priced fairly based on the current market. Therefore, the chances of getting over asking prices is pretty rare compared to what it was a few years ago. Overall, this slight shift is a positive as it's bringing a little more balance into the market. When it comes to median home prices, Charleston County is once again the outlier. All the other areas saw a decrease in home prices, but Charleston County actually saw a little increase. Now, to be fair, Charleston County saw a decrease in prices last month that the others didn't. So maybe they are just taking turns. But to break it down, when you look at the entire MLS, home prices decreased about $13,000. Dorchester County saw around a $14,000 decrease, and Berkeley County saw a $23,000 decrease. On the other hand, Charleston County saw an increase of around $15,000. So what does this all mean for overall home prices? Well, when you're looking at the entire MLS and not county by county, prices have actually been pretty stable. Take out the month-to-month ebbs and flows, and there's actually been about a 2.5 increase in home prices over the last year. This is actually a positive in my opinion, as the rate of appreciation has slowed to a healthier rate, but overall in our area, prices are still appreciating and not declining. The list to sell price ratio ranged from 95.8% to 97.2% in September. This is the ratio of what a home was originally listed for versus the actual amount it was purchased for. Overall, this number has been slowly creeping up month to month, but it's still pretty high, which is just further evidence that we are still in a seller's market. If this number continues to increase, we will likely also see an increase in price reductions as homes sit on the market for a little longer. Now, with that said, with the ratio still in the mid-90s, as a buyer, you can still expect to pay close to list price if the home is priced correctly. Days on market is how long it takes properties that are listed for sale to go under contract for purchase. The range was that it took 37 to 46 days for a home to get under contract. We saw an increase in this metric for the month of September across all areas. The increase was the smallest in Berkeley County at an increase of just 2 days, and both Dorchester and Charleston County saw an increase of 7 days. Lately, we've had a few of our recent sellers get a little nervous when they don't get offers on their homes within that first week or so. We just have to remind them that the statistics actually support it taking at least 30 to 45 days and not to panic. But this is definitely something to consider with timing if you are on a tight timeline with your upcoming sale. As expected, interest rates continue to drop into September. Average rates at the end of September ranged from 5.6% to 6.4% depending on the loan program and buyer qualifications. FHA rates continue to be the lowest, followed by VA loans and then conventional. But here's the little disclaimer that I always give. Our mortgage lender partners do not always like us to talk about interest rates because they are so variable and depend on so many different factors. However, we know that this is important to consumers, so we always mention it. But just remember to take these numbers with a grain of salt because your exact rate will depend on the type of loan, the terms and conditions of your loan, incentives or buy-down options provided by the seller, as well as your individual qualifications as a borrower, such as credit score and debt-to-income ratio. Now, With all of that said, you might wonder, how does dropping interest rates really affect the market as a whole? Well, if they continue to drop, we will see more buyers enter the market, which will have the effect of increasing demand. This again would help support a continued seller's market and keep prices high. All in all, in my opinion, decreased interest rates are great for everyone. They increase a buyer's buying power and they bring more buyers in for the sellers looking to sell. So let's hope that this downward trend continues. To sum things up, we saw a little dip in prices across all areas with an exception in Charleston County and an increase in both months of supply and days on market. While we are still in a seller's market, all of this points to some slight shifts towards a more balanced market overall. The next 2 months will be super interesting because we are in an election year and things tend to slow down and get a little squirrely as we approach the election. Plus, it's the time of the year where sales tend to slow down naturally as we approach the holidays. So time will tell if we will see the typical fall and holiday stall in sales, or if dropping interest rates will give the market a little unexpected boost. And if you've been undecided about buying or selling, this might be the time to consider making a move. We'd love to have the opportunity to learn about your situation and goals so we can provide individualized insight to help you make the decision that's right for you. Both Kevin and I are always available via text or phone, and our contact information is all below. See you guys next month.